Mysteries. Al-Hasan ibn al-Haytham says, I yearned for the love of truth and the pursuit of knowledge, and it settled in my mind that there is nothing in this world that people can gain more excellent or closer to God than these two things. Truth is sought for its own sake, a profound value, and everything sought for its own sake concerns only its existence. The observer of the mysteries surrounding planet Earth will realize how ignorant we are of things and how difficult it is to seek solutions and explanations for the hidden secrets behind these mysteries that surround us. Throughout the ages, philosophers and scientists have exerted great efforts and presented dozens of theories and hundreds of books, but the mysteries remained silent. The discoveries made while researching these mysteries only added more complexity. These mysteries range from the pyramids of Giza and ancient civilizations, old manuscripts like the Book of the Dead, to the myths of the pharaohs and the Greeks, and sacred books that fold within their pages secrets and symbols pointing to things for which no explanation has been found. Similarly, the phenomenon of flying saucers, despite evidence of their existence, remains shrouded in mystery. Researchers into this phenomenon are deeply divided. One researcher on flying saucers mentioned that we exaggerate the importance of humans. He stated that Earth is merely a pasture for cultivating minds and human races for the benefit of the inhabitants of other planets who send us flying saucers. Among the hundreds of opinions expressed about Greek myths, Robert Graves, the famous English poet, offered an explanation, suggesting that the Greek philosophers used to consume drugs that made them imagine that gods resided on mountains. These gods could be the size of a hand at times, or the size of mountains at others, then turn into clouds, birds, sheep, or hundreds of other shapes. It is clear that these interpretations satisfy only their authors, since Greek and Egyptian myths contain stories that invite contemplation and wonder. To this day, it remains unknown whether the pyramids of Giza are merely tombs or repositories of the secrets of the universe. The ancient Egyptian civilization left us with many artifacts and pieces of information, yet they are enveloped in a halo of mystery and secrecy that does not allow researchers to penetrate them. Egyptologists and historians have not yet been able to understand the reason for building the pyramid, how it was built, or by whom it was built. Was the purpose of this grand work to unify the strength of the Egyptian people and build a new society in a national, political, and religious unity to start a new state? Or did they intend to leave behind a religious and scientific epic whose echoes would reverberate around the world forever? The door to scientific theories opened, and hypotheses flowed after the discovery of the Rosetta Stone and the decoding of the hieroglyphs thanks to Champollion, who came to Egypt with the French campaign. The prevailing theories now suggest that the pyramids of Giza were built as tombs. However, this is naturally mistaken, and there is no solid truth behind this belief. Logic entirely rules out the idea that such a massive, towering, miraculous structure could be merely a tomb for the king and queen, especially considering that neither of their bodies was found inside. The depiction of the celestial body, the dome of the heavens, the stars, their orbits, and the calendar of time, past and future, inside the Great Pyramid, was designed for astronomy. Since the second pyramid was dedicated to medicine and healing, and with the astonishing precision in the alignment of the pyramids towards the cardinal points, all of this indicates that the construction of the pyramids was driven by something far greater than all the prevailing hypotheses. The mysteries surrounding the Great Pyramid lie not only in its architectural and engineering marvels or its ability to mark time across years and centuries, but also in the hidden powers within it, forces that cosmic rays, X-rays, and all other modern scientific methods have failed to uncover. For instance, when cosmic rays were directed at magnetic tapes inside Khafra's pyramid to detect any hidden chambers, the results were something entirely inconsistent with modern scientific principles. The instruments registered unfamiliar magnetic fields that influenced the ray's trajectory inside the pyramid, which contradicts the established laws of electronics. Thus, science stands powerless before the secret of the pyramids and the hidden forces that render modern instruments ineffective, even in an age of space engineering. Egyptologists and scholars believe that the Great Pyramid was constructed around 2181 BC, with construction beginning during the Third Dynasty and concluding in the Sixth Dynasty, among the 31 Pharaonic dynasties. There is ongoing disagreement among scholars about the number of stones used in the construction of the Great Pyramid. Some believe that the number of stones is 2.2 million, with an average weight of 2.5 tons per stone, while some stones weigh up to 15 tons. Others believe the stones weigh between 2 and 70 tons, and that there are 2.5 million stones. In fact, the core of the pyramid consists of stones whose weight is difficult to determine. To this day, it is still unknown how the king's chamber was roofed, with the roof alone weighing 400 tons and composed of 8 long pieces of stone, topped by 4 additional slabs. There are also differing opinions on the methods by which the pyramids were built. Astronomer Eric Norman suggests that the pharaohs used sound waves to lift and clean the stones. Meanwhile, Arab historians claim that the pharaohs built the pyramids by negating Earth's gravity. According to their accounts, priests would point a long staff towards a stone, causing it to rise and then lower it with another signal, after which the workers would guide it into place. One mathematician estimated that it took 640 years to complete the pyramid, involving moving each stone 20 kilometers, polishing it, raising it, and positioning it with absolute precision, without a single error of more than 1,000th of a fraction in any direction, while adhering to strict astronomical and engineering principles. No one knows anything about the astronomical or engineering tools the pharaohs used in constructing the pyramids, as they left no traces of such instruments behind. The only ancient record regarding the construction of the pyramid comes from the Greek historian Herodotus, who visited Egypt in the 5th century BC during the rule of the 22nd dynasty, around 445 BC, nearly 2 millennia ago. According to Herodotus, the pyramid was built by 400,000 workers who were divided into 4 groups of 100,000. Each group worked for 4 months a year, and the Great Pyramid was completed in 20 years. The Greek historian also mentioned that the priests revealed to him that the Great Pyramid contains the secret of the entire universe, both past and future, and that they were careful to keep these secrets hidden from the general public and from non-Egyptians.